Hello there. Speaking at Prime Minister's Questions today, the Prime Minister stated categorically that the UK will be leaving the single market and the customs union. Answering a direct Brexit question from the Conservative MP for North Shropshire, Owen Paterson, on the day that the USA celebrates its independence, the Prime Minister was totally unequivocal in her reply, stating that, "Can I say to my Right Honourable friend that I'm pleased to say we have a strong team in Cabinet who will be taking this decision on Friday. And can I assure my Right Honourable friend that the Brexit that this government will be delivering and is working to deliver is a Brexit that ensures that we are out of the customs union, we're out of the single market, we're out of the jurisdiction of the European Court of Justice, we're out of the Common Agricultural Policy, we're out of the Common Fisheries Policy, we bring an end to free movement, we take control of our borders, we have an independent trade policy, and that we're also able to have a good trade arrangement with the European Union, protecting jobs and prosperity for the future." Can't get any more definite than that in the run-up to the Chequers Body Bag Summit on Friday, can you? Strangely though, in this highly Brexit-charged week, the leader of the opposition, Jeremy Corbyn, spent all his time at PMQs asking about buses and public transport. And they are important, but presumably because his party is as split over Europe or more so than the Tories. So when Scott Mann, the Tory MP for Cornwall North, stood up to ask his question, he was quick to say, "You wait for one bus question, then 7 come at once." Now, there are many who still do not trust Theresa May to deliver on all those definite Brexit promises come the day. With Sky reporting that around 40 members of the European Research Group, that's the Tory Eurosceptic group headed by Brexiteer Jacob Rees-Mogg, had met with the Tory Chief Whip Julian Smith earlier today to tell him that the party will be toast if it backslides on Friday. They also said that the approximately £40 billion Brexit divorce bill should only be paid to the EU if there was a deal. This was tweeted out by Sky senior political correspondent Beth Rigby as an angry meeting, where the Chief Whip had read out the Brexit manifesto promises and said that the proposal would fit it to the letter. But with the Remain-minded number 10 Europe advisor Ollie Robbins around, I must say those promises do sound a little bit hollow. Now to the EU. And isn't it great to see the Remainers heroes in the EU deciding to block public access to information on how they spend their expenses money? Members of the European Parliament Bureau have voted behind closed doors to continue using a totally opaque expenses accounting system, where they do not need to file receipts or undergo audits for their expenses claims for such things as hotels, restaurants and travel. And they won't be opening it up to scrutiny for at least another 5 years, reports The Sun. The campaign group Transparency International made a scathing statement saying the decision by the MEPs was absolutely scandalous and that they had failed to bring even a modicum of transparency and accountability. Blasting the decision by the 20 members of the Parliament Rule-Making Bureau, the UKIP MEP Mike Hookham said, "We have always sought openness and transparency in the European Parliament. It beggars belief that other parties wish to keep their expenses secret." The argument for continuing with this closed system is that it would be too costly to put an accounting and reporting system in place. I wonder how long businesses would last if they followed a similar practice. But when it's a huge taxpayer-funded organisation, no one in it seems to care, or worse, they can't wait to get their snouts in to take advantage. The only concession they made was that subsistence allowances would no longer be paid directly into MEPs' personal bank accounts. But this will do nothing to convince anyone that this whole system doesn't just stink. And while the Remainers' preferred system of governance does this, the UK Electoral Commission is doing everything it can to devalue the EU referendum result by going after the official out campaign, Vote Leave, again. According to a draft Electoral Commission report of this third investigation, Vote Leave breached electoral rules and faces possible fines. But the former chief executive of Vote Leave, Matthew Elliott, called it a huge breach of natural justice and said that the Electoral Commission had only paid attention to one side and failed to properly engage with Vote Leave. We offered to go in for interviews, both at board level and at staff level, he said. They haven't accepted any interviews from our side. He also said that the Electoral Commission had only listened to marginal characters on the other side and that the whistleblowers were lying. On the face of it, you could say that spending comes without limits if you are on the right side of supporting the EU, but that stringent checks will only be imposed if you are on the wrong side. So, please let us all know what you think by leaving a comment below. Thank you for watching. Please do like and share this video, and also subscribe to my channel. And when subscribing, please do remember to press on the little bell next to the subscribe button. That way you'll get an alert every single time I put up a new video. Thank you very much for watching.